to even do it. So I'm like, oh my God, really? So I could have been doing this the whole time. So I didn't know. Well, I'm going to tell a story of Thanksgiving, probably 2003. Um, it was my mom's family had come down from Charleston. We were living in Columbia still, and everybody's at the house and having a good old time with Thanksgiving and with family and all that. It's mom's family, and we have a few friends of our own at the house. And so we decided to build a bonfire in the backyard. My ex-husband looks at me and my dad and our friend. And he's like, "Hey, you want to go try and go looking for some deer, deer hunting?" I used to love to go deer hunting. I loved it. I'm like a I'm I'm a redneck. Okay, I mean I used to be big time redneck, but not anymore. Anyways, um, so we go down to this dirt road and there's nothing, and we're shooting lights and everything, and we just couldn't get anything. So I said, Dad, I said, let's try one more street, one more dirt road. He said, sure, okay. So as we go down there, and as soon as we turn down it, you don't even have to put, no headlights or anything like this. It was right there, standing there beautifully. And so my husband, my ex-husband he just shoots the thing, and I guess my dad, or I thought my dad got shot in the leg, but apparently the casing of the gun went in the truck and it was so hot it burned him. And he's like, "Oh, goddamn, son of a bitch, my fucking leg, I got shot. I'm like, "Oh my God, Dad got shot." I'm like, "Oh my God, what am I gonna do?" My dad got shot, turn around, Dad got shot. Like 5 or 10 times, like, Dad got shot. And then everyone's laughing. They're like, "Oh no, he didn't get shot. It's just the casing of the bullet." I'm like, oh, okay, I'm a ditz thing anyway. And so they shot the poor little deer right straight in the neck, killed it instantly. So I'm helping him up. I'm helping him load it onto the back of the truck. I didn't care. I loved it. And take it back home, and my mom's family goes crazy. They're like, "Oh my God, you killed a poor helpless deer. How could you?" Oh, they actually start crying. And my ex-husband and my dad puts it on the tree. They're like, "You think that's something? Watch this." And they go and just slit it right down the middle. As soon as they did that, everything just started coming out. My mom's family picks up their things and they leave at midnight. They didn't stay. They were going to stay, but they left. And I'm just sitting there laughing. I'm like, I didn't care. And it was just funny. So my ex-husband went and gave what was left of the deer to my dog, and I had a Rottweiler. His name was Biggin, and this dog was huge. Okay, I mean huge. Well, he gave it to him. The dog didn't finish the rest of it, and so he takes it down to the river. Well, the next day, the river is completely surrounded by cops. Apparently, some people that are passing by the bridge, looking over the river, thought it was a body floating there. I'm like, oh my God, that's so funny. What's left of a deer does not look like a body, especially since it was that little mutt. It was just a little bit. And so my dad, he was just getting a kick out of it. It was just so funny. And the 2 weeks later after that, we knew something was wrong. Well, we didn't know anything was wrong with my dog at the time. And I used to let Joshua go outside and play. I'd sit out there and play with him. There was no grass, okay? It was all clay, like dirt. We had no grass unless we walked straight, because we lived on 6 acres of land. So we would if you walk straight out to the slough or the river, there's your grass, And so my mom had this cat. She had a few cats she was feeding out in the backwoods. And the cat walked beside the dog, and the dog just ate its head clean straight off the shoulders. My son started screaming, so I take him inside, and my mom's like, "Oh my God, my cat, my poor cat, my poor kitty cat, its head is gone." And so I go in there and I'm like, "Dad," I said, Big and ate Mom's cat's head off. And, so nonchalant. She starts laughing. He's like, oh, well, dead fucking cat. I'm like, oh my God. I started laughing because my dad's so funny. And, so we called the pound to see, because we lived out in the country. We didn't want to lift a dog that just ate a cat's head off and put him in the back of a truck and take him all the way to the city. No, we weren't going to do that. We were getting the pound to come out to get them. They wouldn't come get him. So we had to take care of it ourselves. And that was not a happy day because it was a good dog. And I loved it back there. It was country, no one to bother you. You can go fishing whenever you wanted. It was just great. And that was a really good Thanksgiving. I mean, going out and going hunting and pissing my mom's family off, that's freaking